Hi, in this video I wanted to speak with you regarding how Arizona treats assaults and aggravated assaults. When we speak of an assault, that's normally an intentional, knowing, or reckless act on your part that has caused a injury of some sort. In Arizona, it can be as simple as leaving a red mark on somebody, having pushed them or grabbed them too hard. It could be an insult or some other means of having provoked them in some way. Those are misdemeanor assaults. As a misdemeanor, you're looking at a maximum of 6 months in jail, up to 3 years of probation, and I'm not speaking about whether or not it is also considered a crime of domestic violence. So how do we go from an assault to an aggravated assault? An aggravated assault is a felony. It normally means that you've committed the misdemeanor assault, but under a certain set of circumstances. One of the primary circumstances is your relationship to the victim. Is the victim a minor while you're an adult? That could be an aggravated assault. Is the victim a police officer, a healthcare worker, and a handful of other types of professions? Again, if you commit a misdemeanor assault, cause any type of injury, any provocation, that can be prosecuted as a felony. Now, if you have no priors and you're facing that type of prosecution, that's probation eligible. It doesn't mean you stay out of jail. It doesn't mean you stay out of prison. It just means you're eligible for probation. Where the stakes really go up, though, is where there is a deadly weapon, such as a knife or a gun, or a deadly instrument, such as a vehicle, a beer bottle, or pursuant to a recent case in the Arizona Supreme Court, a toy baseball bat. Anything involving a weapon or deadly instrument, now with no priors, you're looking at a mandatory prison term between 5 and 15 years. You know, when you're contacted by law enforcement regarding any crime, really, you do not have to talk to them. All you have to do is identify yourself. Whatever's on your driver's license, you're okay to repeat to them. But beyond that, please ask for a lawyer right away. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're answering non-incriminating statements. Yes, I know that person. Yes, I was there that night. Those are not crimes. But when you start talking to cops and you confirm parts of the victim's story, that's not good. Better to make no statements than make statements out of context that really lay the groundwork for a criminal case. When you're facing any kind of assault, the two primary defenses are lack of evidence or self-defense. And self-defense requires the attorney to really do some legwork. It's not enough to say, yeah, you were defending yourself. We have to prove the circumstances surrounding why you did what you did. We have to argue that your use of force was reasonable and not excessive. Those are really difficult burdens to handle. And keep in mind, to raise a claim of self-defense, it means you have to go into court. You have to say you committed the crime you're accused of, but you were justified to do so. And if the jury agrees you were justified, you'll receive a not guilty verdict. If the jury says otherwise, you've actually gotten on the witness stand and admitted the underlying crimes. So there's a lot of risk with the self-defense defense. When we start talking about how you can best move forward on a case like this, again, remember, don't talk to the cops without a lawyer present. The consequences for any type of behavior like this is really, really severe. It can have collateral consequences on you also. It could affect your professional license, especially if you're a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor. If you have a fingerprint card, once you're tagged with one of these offenses, you may lose your fingerprint card. And if you're required to have one for work, it could affect your employment very quickly. Regarding custody and visitation, if you're facing these types of claims, frequently the other side of that family law matter is going to come at you and say, hey, the kids are in danger, and it's going to affect your custody and visitation. You have a lot riding on how you prepare your arguments, whether it's in family court or criminal court. You really need the help of experienced counsel. If you've been contacted by law enforcement or know somebody that needs our help, please reach out and give us a call. 602-899-2321. Again, 602-899-2321. I'm Howard Snader. The Snader Law Group is here to help you get through whatever legal problem you're facing. Thank you.